A gun is never a killer. It is a tool in the killer's hand, as it goes like a bullet without a speed while resting them in peace instead of giving them peace to live. Whether you are on the right or the wrong, the end of the gun determines nearly entirely whether shooting is fascinating as a sport. The state has a duty to protect human rights to the fullest extent possible by fostering the safest environment for as many people as possible, especially those who are thought to be most at risk. High-precision killing machines that scream with 36 parts and hold 17 bullets. That's what Glocks are, putting on an extra pound and a half to letting you know about this weapon.
Between your faith and my Glock 9mm, I take my Glock.
Glock is a trademark for a polymer-framed, locked-breech, short recoil-operated semi-automatic pistol developed and manufactured by Austrian company Glock Ges.m.b.H. The weapon entered service with the Austrian military and police in 1982 after excelling in reliability and safety tests. Glock pistols are now the most lucrative product line for the corporation and are used by police, security, and military personnel in at least 48 different nations. Guns made by Glock are also widely used by civilians for home defense, competition shooting, and open or concealed carry. In 1963, Gaston Glock, an Austrian engineer, entrepreneur, and producer of injection molding parts and components, established Glock Ges.m.b.H. The first military items were developed and put into production in the 1970s with the introduction of a line of knives, grenade casings, and machine gun belt links. While the semi-automatic Glock service pistol was being created in the early 1980s in response to the demands of the Austrian military, the pistol was being made by Mr. Glock for the Austrian military and law enforcement, so it had to be ready to fire in an emergency when lives were at stake. Mr. Glock built his pistol with 3 internal safeties: the trigger, firing pin, and drop safeties. To satisfy this pressing requirement and guarantee that it would function reliably while offering the best protection against unintentional discharge. Remember that a skilled Glock armorer can quickly and cheaply remove and reassemble a Glock handgun using a simple pin punch, reducing the time and expense needed by armorers to maintain the weapon. And with that, do provide us your thoughts and comment your views while we turn towards the business of this pistol.
You have a backup weapon?
Never had the need.
You get yourself a Glock, lose that nickel-plated sissy pistol.
Glock became aware of the Austrian Army's planned procurement, and in 1982 assembled a team of Europe's leading handgun experts from military, police, and civilian sports shooting circles to define the most desirable characteristics in a combat pistol. Within 3 months, Glock developed a working prototype that combined proven mechanisms and traits from previous pistol designs. In addition, the plan was to make extensive use of synthetic materials and modern manufacturing technologies, which led to the Glock 17 becoming a cost-effective candidate. Several samples of the Glock 17, so named because it was the 17th patent procured by the company, were submitted for assessment trials in early 1982. And after passing all of the exhaustive endurance and abuse tests, the Glock emerged as the winner. The handgun was adopted into service with the Austrian military and police forces in 1982 as the P-80, Pistola 80, with an initial order for 25,000 guns. However, as his business and weaponry grew, his contract and business strategy solely included the Austrian army. He had hired 3 dozen Turkish immigrants. As other nations became aware of the Glock 17's capabilities, they requested further information and expressed an interest in purchasing it. Gaston's income was meager, and he lacked the manufacturing skills necessary to satisfy a market that was expanding rapidly. Carl Walter, a business acquaintance of Gaston's, recommended that Gaston expand to the United States. This was not only a smart marketing strategy, but it would also need a significant investment on the part of the American government given the huge demand for weapons like the Glock 17. Walter and Gaston started putting prices on paper, including a complete commercial wholesale price of $360 and a suggested resale price of $560. Gaston made $260 from each rifle sold thanks to the easier and simpler design, which also increased earnings. When the 2 men started producing the firearms, their initial projections significantly outperformed what Gaston and Walter had predicted. Within the first year, they sold 20,400 pistols, considerably above their early projections. The pistol gained popularity at trade exhibits because it was legal and fairly easy for anyone to obtain. So that is all the time we have today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and do hit that bell icon on your way out. See you all next time. Adios.